It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And we'll get a look here at wideout A.J. Brown, who's closing in on 1,000 yards receiving on the year. It's the Eagles and the Cards, and it comes your way next.
Opened back in 2003, have a look at the Lincoln Financial Field, where 70,000 are rocking and ready to go in Philadelphia. Today, Week 17 is upon us, and we've got a good one in store here, as it'll be the Arizona Cardinals taking on the defending NFC champs, the Philadelphia Eagles. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin on this final day of 2023, New Year's Eve. Folks are fine-tuning their resolutions. Fitness clubs ready for that January boon. But these two teams have one more important piece of business to take care of before the calendar turns to 2024. The final 2-week stretch of the 2023 regular season, and we are underway Week 17 here on this New Year's Eve. And they will elect to not bring this one out, as our first drive will begin at the 25. So here come the Eagles, the defending NFC champs, led out by a man who was the runner-up to Patrick Mahomes at MVP balloting a season ago. Of course, that's Jalen Hurts.
Tremendous production in college at 2 different universities, and this is a guy who was a finalist for the Heisman Trophy. Still much more of a runner than a thrower, but has plenty of arm and is capable of making the big throws downfield. And don't underestimate his ability to think the game. Remember, he's the son of a coach.
19 yards right off the bat, and a quick first down.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on their first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
On the ground, this is Rashad Penny. And a lane slow and materializing there, as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 9. Hurts sets up to throw it. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 32-yard line. 23 yards to pick up there. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Hurts. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. L.J. Collier just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here. 3rd and long. Back to throw here. And that is incomplete. Now they're staring at a 4th down as Arizona's defense does its job.
They are such a talented team at defending the perimeter and taking away throws to the outside. Great confidence, great skill.
A 56-yard attempt.
And this is off the left upright. And it comes back. It's no good. And this will remain a scoreless game.
And anytime you see a kicker trot out to try one from 56 yards, you know everything's got to come off perfectly for it to have a chance. If the laces aren't quite right, if he doesn't hit the fat part of the ball just right, it's unlikely to go through. And that one winds up no good.
So the missed 56-yarder, and now the flip side. Good starting field position at the 46 near midfield. First carry for James Conner. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. You know, Charles, for this defense, look, it's no secret. You're facing a team that is really, really struggling. They haven't won in what seems like forever, but sometimes a desperate team can be a dangerous team, right?
You're exactly right about that, but they shouldn't be. When they're on that type of a losing streak, it's incumbent upon you to take charge of this game early and not give them any reason to hope. Get out and attack them and make sure you knock them back on their butts.
On 1st and 10 is Conner. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. And, Charles, part of the reason they lost last week, they didn't have a single sack. Well, they changed that quickly.
But did they ever? There was something they talked about with us extensively. They needed to get pressure. How were they going to get to the quarterback? Obviously, they schemed themselves into a great play, didn't they?
So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Murray now to throw. He'll get this complete to Rondale Moore. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for third down. They'll try and run forward with Connor. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into the wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up fourth down. They're going for it. It's Murray. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number one. No score after one on EA Sports. Now second quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. On first down, Hurts. This will be caught by Brown. Room past the 35. And all the way up to the 37-yard line. The catch and run good for 18 and a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. One play has him to the 37 here for first and 10. Inside handoff, Penny. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Here's a 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8.
Here's Hurts to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Watkins. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So into Cardinal territory now. It's first and 10 at the 48-yard line. They go play action with Hurts. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Jalen Thompson on the coverage.
They'll get that one out quickly to Brown. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
It's 3rd and 7.
Throwing is Hurts. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got him there complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 19. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 11-yard line.
Penny up the middle, and he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
3rd and 2.
2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. From the gun, it's Hurts. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on third down. So far, only allowed one conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
The kick by Elliott is good. And the Eagles, they take a 3-0 lead. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal, you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
So the Cardinals offense back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. The partner just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season. The playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early, but if there's that special one there, I say they go get him.
It's a gain of 17 yards.
Throwing on first down is Murray. That's complete to Marlon Mack. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A very solid gain of 27.
And so much of football is about mismatches, and here they're going to line their running back out wide to the right, and I think defensively there's a little indecision. They weren't quite sure how they wanted to defend that, and they weren't able to until he was way downfield.
Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10. Again, they'll throw with Murray. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. They'll run the screen with Mack. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
And sometimes when you run a screen pass down in the red zone, it's really tough to create a lot of room to operate. The field's pretty condensed. But that was really well designed there, and they're able to pick up a first down.
Here's Murray. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Zach Ertz, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cards will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. That could be an important swing right there, a touchdown in the final minute of the half to take the lead.
And I like the point you just made there. Could be an important swing because now that they have the lead, if they can carry that into the locker room at the half, they'll feel really good about what they accomplished in the first 2 quarters.
Extra point good by Prater, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. And the Eagles going to get one final possession in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down, but a nice little gain. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. It's caught, Smith. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
They can absolutely feel the thought process there. They just gave up the touchdown. So in the huddle, they're telling each other, you don't want to give it back now on a 3-and-out. Nice job of making sure that they wouldn't, and they pick up the first down.
And this is caught. It's Brown. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. open man has got it, the tight end. And he's got this down to the 35. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. The kick by Elliott is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here on New Year's Eve. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
This one's been all you could hope for as an NFL fan. Just a one-point game here at halftime. This has been as much fun as you could hope for with both these teams in it to win it.
And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. The Cardinals ready to go here to start the third quarter. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Third quarter starts with a run from Connor. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Here's Murray. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have a Cardinals first down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. That pass completed to Dortch. They'll go for a gain of 7. And it's 2nd down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 44-yard line.
Shotgun now for Murray. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. Now Murray again. Got his man, it's Dortch. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
And he is caught. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 22-yard line. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. Murray now on first down. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 18-yard line.
Now Murray off play action. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Brown. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Throwing again, Murray. And it's caught. They'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it. Murray
going to throw. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Rondale Moore laying himself out in the end zone. And the Cardinals take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, second year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 22. They'll try and start this drive in the air. This will be caught by Brown.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Hurts. And this one nearly intercepted. Boy, that would have been a great time for their first pick. But instead, it's third down. Here's Hurts to throw. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. On the return, Dortch. Three quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let...
Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Zach Cunningham with a pick. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Penny, a first down carry. We're down to the 41. From the 41, here's a 2nd and 8. Throwing is Hurts. That is caught. It's the tight end Goddard. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Dallas Goddard, 41 yards. And the Eagles have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th. So part 1 of what they needed is done. They get in the end zone. Now you have to imagine we'll see a try for 2.
And that's what the book says, but defensively, they can't hang their head right here. They've still got a chance to come out with the lead if they make a play.
So a big play for the Eagles now as they'll go for 2. Hurts will throw. And he's got it. The conversion good, and we are tied in the 4th. Still time to work with on the clock, but they wanted the tie now, and they got it.
And I love their aggressiveness. Go ahead and get it done, get the game tied. Now your team has the momentum, and you're staring across the field saying, let's see if you can match us.
Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the fourth as the kick's away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the fourth quarter, and a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Under 4 to go now as they come up on second down. Murray now. He dumps this off to Mack. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because they're ability.
And Murray in trouble here, and down he goes. Fletcher Cox in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. He found his way into the backfield, and he simply would not be denied.
Well, they say that life's all about opportunities, and that holds true when you're playing defense as well. How about him seeing that chance, making the most of it, did a great job of wrapping him up and bringing him down.
Here's Matt Hawk now as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. On the return is Ward. They'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return. And the Eagles will have it taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense now, they head back on the field. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the fourth quarter. On first down, Hurts. This short throw caught by Goddard. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players and somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
They'll try and run for it with Penny. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. They'll throw on first down with Hurts. This short throw caught by Goddard.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
On second down, here's Penny. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
On third down, Penny. And he'll be stopped up quickly here at the 38. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. What a tough spot to miss a kick. Just an absolute letdown.
Look, they got themselves in the field goal range, gave them a chance to take the lead. They come up empty, and now you wonder, will their offense ever see the football again?
Yeah, because on the other side, one through the post, and this thing could be over. Here's 1st and 10. Murray to throw. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down. They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack.
Marlon Mack, the ball carrier. Taken down by Nakobe Dean. It's a gain of 2 yards.
Well, you don't have to beg the Philly faithful to make noise. On their feet for third down. To throw is Murray. And this is caught. He hits Murray. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Holding offense.
This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long. Murray again with his counter. And he'll be stopped after a very short gain. And now you're looking at 4th down. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And Charles, obviously not much time left. I'm curious to see if there's enough for them to get into field goal range and try to win this thing.
And partner, you and I both know the safe calls to kneel and just take it into overtime. But it's also very tough to pass up a chance to win it right now as well. But remember, if you do attempt that, it's got to be a big play downfield and still leave yourself enough time to get your field goal unit out there and kick for the win.
At the 20-yard line.
They'll run it again with Penny. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. So 4 quarters wasn't enough, and we are off to overtime. Don't change that dime. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick 6 or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
And they will play it safe here and bring this one out to the 25. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And everyone knows the OT rules, Charles, but pretty simple formula. They go down and get a field goal, we continue play, but if they can find the end zone on this possession, ball game over.
And as meticulously as all teams plan for a game, I don't doubt for a second on that offense coordinator's play sheet, he's got some overtime plays that he wants to run. I know it sounds crazy, but they plan for everything. 1st and 10 all the way throughout the game, 2nd and 7, whatever. Right now, he's looking at that play sheet saying, if we get to overtime, what can we break out that they haven't seen?
Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2. Now a first throw here in overtime. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have an Eagles first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches. Here's a give to Penny. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And he's into the end zone for a touchdown and a game winner in OT. Well, you never know what you're going to expect when you come to the stadium to call a game. Sometimes you get good ones, sometimes you get bad ones, sometimes you get great ones. And that's what we had here. What an exciting finish on that last big play.
And I think that as we look at it, when you're talking about a great finish, which went along with a game that obviously was dramatic because we did get into overtime, what type of play calls do you have left? What have you not shown? Or what have you made an adjustment to what you've worked on all the way through? It's going to give you the play we said to win the game. I know everyone's thinking that was something that they just drew. It might have been something they've been working on, and now they got the right matchup.
So for Philadelphia, they'll hit double digits with their 10th win of the year.